Here in Cairo, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the news, and we start off with President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, who received on Wednesday visiting Kenyan Vice President William Ruto. Presidential spokesman Alain Youssef said that the Kenyan official delivered the message to President el-Sisi from Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta. He added that the message included means of boosting cooperation between the two countries. He also expressed his country's appreciation of the technical support presented by Egypt in the field of training cadres in a number of sectors. For his part, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi pointed out to the importance of intensifying efforts to enhance inter-African development projects, especially in the field of infrastructure. Earlier in the day, Prime Minister Sharif Ismail met with the visiting Kenyan Vice President and his accompanying delegation. A number of ministers attended the talks, which covered means of enhancing bilateral relations between the two African nations and means of boosting and combating terrorism. He said that the two sides agreed to hold more meetings and means of boosting bilateral cooperation. Prime Minister Sharif Ismail held talks on Wednesday with Kenyan Vice President William Ruto. The Kenyan Vice President said that he conveyed the message from the Kenyan President to President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and engineer Sharif Ismail, expressing his appreciation to Egypt's pivotal role in supporting his country's various fields. During the meeting, the two officials discussed means of boosting cooperation, especially in the field of combating terrorism. Ruto also announced that his government granted the Egyptians a free access to visa to the African country. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi sent a message on Wednesday to Lebanese President Michel Aoun. The message was delivered by Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry during a meeting with Aoun. In the message, President el-Sisi expressed Egypt's support to the Lebanese state and its institutions, as well as hope to enhance bilateral ties in various domains. Shoukry also handed the President an official invitation from President el-Sisi to visit Egypt. The Foreign Minister also met with his Lebanese counterpart. The two ministers held joint press conference after talks in which Shoukry said that the two countries' relations are based on respect for internal affairs. Shoukry added that Egypt is working with Lebanon on fighting terrorism. Still with Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry's activities in Lebanon, where the Foreign Minister handed a written message from President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi to designated Lebanon's Prime Minister Saad al-Hariri. Shoukry said that President el-Sisi congratulates al-Hariri on the results of the presidential elections as well as the forming of the new government, adding that he also invited al-Hariri to visit Egypt in the near future. For his part, al-Hariri hailed President el-Sisi's initiative to the delegating the Foreign Minister to Lebanon, adding that Egypt's regained its pivotal role in the region, which helped in achieving the Arab solidarity. Shoukry also met with Lebanese Parliament Speaker Nabih Berri, where he asserted Egypt's solidarity and full support to Lebanon to achieve its political stability. During the meeting, Shoukry said that Egypt hopes that Lebanon could regain its Arab and national role as soon as possible, adding that Lebanon's stability is a main pillar to the Arab country's stability. For his part, the Lebanese speaker expressed his appreciation to Egypt for its support to overcome the presidential vacuum crisis in Lebanon, adding that Egypt is playing a pivotal role in the Arab joint work. The armed forces announced on Wednesday the killing of 23 Takfiri elements in the past 3 days in military campaigns on terrorist hideouts in Arish, Rafah and Sheikh Zuwayd in northern Sinai. The law enforcement agencies, along with armed forces, said that the villages which lie inside these cities are under their full control. Egyptian authorities ordered the opening of Rafah border crossing on Wednesday for the third consecutive day. The announcement that the crossing would be open till Friday in both directions for humanitarian cases. Cairo Criminal Court ruled on Wednesday to take the name of former Prime Minister Ahmed Shafi off arrest upon arrival's list at all the Egyptian airports. Shafiq's lawyers said that he was either acquitted or had cases against him dropped in the most instances, and that there is nothing stopping him from returning home. In another judicial issue, Cairo Criminal Court today sentenced the policeman to life in prison over killing a vendor. The defendant had shot 3 people in a Cairo suburb after an argument over the price of a cup of tea, killing one of them and causing a riot.